Can I brag about my life with God? I'm here with my superstar daughter, Julie, and I have you to thank for getting your mama on this path of running with the Nike Running Club app. So if you guys don't have it, get it, Nike Running Club NRC. So I go on these runs and Nike has all these coaches. And the one that I was listening to yesterday, oh my gosh, I was so in love with Charlie Rocket. Can you guys see that? So if you are a runner, definitely check out the Nike Running Club app. Even if you run on a treadmill, those runs, you hit the nail on the head. I was getting all sad and depressed the other week because I didn't have my runs, and they just get me out, get my happy hormones pumping, and they're my reminders that I'm not going through life alone, and I start every day knowing that God is with me. So and let me tell you how God even comes through on the runs with me, how intimately He's involved, and how He shows up on these runs with me just to let me know that whatever comes my way during the day, it's me and Him going through life together. And I can go through life bravely, fearlessly, courageously, knowing that Papa God is with me. And I feel so loved by Him. So let me just tell you guys about the one I had yesterday morning, listening to the Charlie Rocket run. And I love Charlie Rocket so much. He was just motivating me to dream big. And he did a Nike fan commercial for Nike, and they ended up recruiting him to work along with them. And it was so inspiring, guys. So I just stopped my music. I said, I don't want to listen to any music in the background. I just want to listen to Charlie Rocket. And so when he started talking about how he was working with Nike and how Nike sent him this rocket, and they invited him to be a part of their team, and he went to the Nike campus and all these things, I started dreaming big, Jules. Your mama said, oh, if he's working with Nike as a Nike partner, why can't I work with Nike? Why can't I work with Nike so that as people are running, I could be a Nike coach and say, hey, guys, here's what I do when I go out on my run. I remind myself that I'm rolling with God, that God is with me in every moment of my life, that no matter what comes at me during the day, God is there with His wisdom and His help and His assistant working in the background in the spiritual realm on my behalf, fighting battles for me. Julie, wouldn't that be a cool thing if I worked with Nike and I got to inspire so many people as they're running, going through life with God? So there I was dreaming big on my run, running. Then I even started thinking Nike, Nikki, Jules, Nike, Nikki. Doesn't that sound good together?
I guess.
So there I was, a girl can dream, and that's what the whole running thing was about, just dreaming big. And that's what Charlie Rocket really inspired me. So I said, it'd really be nice if I could work along with Nike. And so right after having these big dreams and these thoughts, and Charlie Rocket took a break from talking, I said, let me continue my music. Of all the songs that I was playing, all of a sudden I heard, the minute I went back, Julie, like the second I went back to my music after I had paused it so I could really pay attention to Charlie Rocket, the moment I put it back, I heard Nike. I'm like, what, Nike? Here I am dreaming about my big dreams of working along with Nike. And I go back to the music and Nike is in the lyrics of the song that just happened to be playing. So guys, I went back, I stopped. I said, it couldn't be Nike, I'm just hearing things. And I go back, and it was a Tootsie Slide song by Drake, and it was Nike that showed up. Nike crossbody, got a piece in it. You guys see that? So I'm talking the second that I put that music back on, Drake said Nike. And again, guys, that's one of my God winks. Or out of the blue, everything lines up a little bit too perfect to be some ordinary coincidence of my library of over 800 songs that I just put on shuffle to just say, God, you be my DJ. And for me to stop the running with Charlie Rocket, and usually you know how much I love music, so that means I was really, really paying attention to Charlie if I stopped my music. And I just wanted to really pay attention to what he was saying. And so for this Nike to show up the second I went back, it was just God again, guys. Hey, Nick, I'm with you. I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you. We're going through this life together. Jules, you're my audience here. Was that a God wink?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think God will care about me that much to just line this up, to have me to pause and have me to go back just at that exact moment to hear Nike? Huh, Jules?
So God wink.
Is a God wink?
Yeah.
So I want you guys feeling God's presence. It was no coincidence that Nike showed up in the Drake song. The minute I'm here dreaming big, that, oh, that'll be nice if I could get an affiliation with Nike and I could be a partner with them and bring We Roll with God, the Nike brand, bring the two brands together. Wow, wow, wow. That all the runners out there could know that every day they're going through life with God. So out there I was dreaming big, and for this Nike thing to come up was just God, guys. And I want you guys to know that's how intimately He's involved in our life, down to the nanosecond of me going back there. And guys, that made me so happy the entire day. And I went out, and it's funny, Julie, I went out to, we went to our little get together, and Uncle Sandy, I was telling them that they have their brand of something that they're doing. I said, we want to make the We Roll with God. We want to do a brand too. So he said, that's a good idea. We Roll with God brand. So Jules, I want you to be a part of it with me, that we're going to tell the world that we're going to dream big and tell the whole entire world, like Charlie Rocket said, dream big. Bring the whole entire, Charlie Rocket wants to bring 1 million people, to change 1 million people's lives. I said, I want to bring the whole world closer to God, so that we know that there's never one moment for us to just pay attention to where He's directing us in our life, knowing there's never one moment we're alone. Even your appointment with God this morning, Julie, encouraged me so much, my sweetie pie. You want to tell everybody?
It was just about letting go of fear.
Letting go of fear. And that Nike showing up, that's God saying, Nick, I want you letting go of fear. And know that down to the nanosecond, I'm with you. Okay, guys, I want you guys here with me, knowing that not for even a nanosecond that God leaves us. Our Papa God is forever with us. So He wants us fearless, listening to Him, attentive to Him, learning His voice, so that we know. So this I know was Him showing up. That Nick, my invisible presence goes with you wherever you go. Okay, so don't miss out, guys, on this sweet life with God. Start paying attention, looking for the coincidences, and no, that's no coincidence. It's God wanting you to know that His invisible presence is always with us. Never for 1 second He leaves us. Surely He's with us always. Don't forget. So He's there to help us to go through any storm, any challenge that comes our way. Okay, we just have to have the faith in Him as we do our best in the physical realm and the things we can do on our part, and then leave the other parts of the battles for Papa God.